Can everybody hear me?
I'm going to stand in front of the podium because I'm kind of short and get lost back there. Basically, let me first introduce myself. My name is Michael Mandela. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing for JumpSeat, which is a product of PhotoLinks. And let me start off by saying the reason probably why you guys chose to come into this room is because you know the importance of being an innovator and being one step ahead of, let's say, your competitors, or in this particular industry, staying on top of technology and utilizing it to your advantage so that you become more profitable and increase your bottom line. Well, JumpSeat is the latest way to create and share augmented reality. Does anybody know what augmented reality is? Can you just raise your hand if you have any idea? Good, you were like me about 4 months ago. Augmented reality basically is the second generation to QR codes. Okay, but let me rewind just a bit and talk to you a little bit about the background of augmented reality and who we are. JumpSeat is a PhotoLinks product, as I mentioned before. We're based out of Julian, California. We have 15 full-time staff members and 12 project developers. PhotoLinks has been in business for 20 years, and it's the industry leader in school portrait software. Now, JumpSeat is the second generation to QR codes. And what I mean by that is typically a QR code, if you guys are familiar with that, redirects you to a website. Well, augmented reality redirects you not only to, let's say, a website, but it also has the ability to create a virtual 360-degree, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in a minute here, where you can rotate that code, the QR code, if you will, around and get a full perspection of what it is that you're sharing with the viewer. I'm going to show you first, augmented reality is huge in the European and Asian markets right now. It's something that we are bringing to the masses in the States. This is something that is being done to give you guys an idea of augmented reality. That's awesome for Volkswagen, right? When I see that, it's a great advertising campaign for Volkswagen. But the first thing I think of is, how can we make money off of augmented reality? So here's a couple videos of what we've created on specific to the photographic industry of how you guys can profit off of a very large income sector right now. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is a demonstration on JumpSeat and how it works with photo books. This is your standard photo book that's probably about 50 pages long or so. The only difference is we've introduced a jump code in the lower left-hand corner of a photo. And by launching our iPhone app, soon to be on the Android market as well, you can scan the jump code. The 3D data will load. It'll take a second depending upon how large the file is. It should be any second here. Once it loads, you're able to rotate it 360 degrees.
This is just one example of how JumpSeat is bringing augmented reality to the masses. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so before I go to the next video, or actually, excuse me, before we talk about that a little bit, I want everybody to understand that this is an open forum. I'm really excited to share this technology with you guys, but more importantly, if you guys have any ideas that this stuff can be used specific to your business, come and chat with me, whether it's after this or across the hall in room 107, because I've already gotten a lot of feedback from you guys, and the ideas that you guys are generating for this is amazing. Things that I wasn't even thinking of. So this second video, and then we'll move on from here, shows another aspect.
Thanks for watching. This is a JumpSeat demonstration on how our app allows you now to view the content full screen or interact with it using augmented reality. So in this case, here's an invitation for a wedding. In the back, we've just put our jump code, just tape it on there for now. And with our app, it says you can view in 3D or view in full screen. So let's do 3D first. Allowing you to rotate the subject again 360 degrees.
This is an Animoto show that we created. We just added AR.
If you decide that you don't want to interact with the content, you can just hit this button here. And it plays completely without needing the jump code in the shot at all. Your standard features are here, showing the length of the video, as well as able to pause it. But this is just another demonstration of JumpSeat and how it works with augmented reality, bringing it to the masses. Thanks for watching.
Okay, did that make sense to everybody, how you could view something full screen as well if you did not want to interact with it by rotating? Okay. So before we move on to the next step here, because does anybody have any questions so far about the technology? Okay, let me move on here. This is a really cool fact that gets everybody's attention. In 2009, augmented reality was an income or revenue stream of about $8 million. And then in 2009, it jumped up to $100 million. And in 2015, in the next 3 years, it's predicted to be a $1.5 billion industry. And that's precisely why I'm standing here, because I want a piece of that. Okay, so let's talk about the photo industry specifically on different ideas that I've heard and that I can see that could benefit you guys. Imagine in the high school market, taking your already created Animoto show, because most of you guys are probably doing that anyway, adding augmented reality to it so that the consumer doesn't need a DVD player or a computer to actually view that slideshow. So your product as a photographer is being viewed from a smartphone and a tablet or a webcam in the hallways of schools and being shared on social media sites. AR ambassador cards, I thought that was a really cool idea that somebody had where, I don't know how many of you guys are going out to see the market where you'll pick a high school, pick 5 seniors for it, photograph them, and create their product in almost like a comp card type thing, where it gets them out in the hallways. You give them incentive if they recruit more people to do higher end senior sessions. Augmented reality, to me, for the NAT area would be just awesome. And then not to mention, obviously everybody knows about social media, so you can take these augmented reality codes and share them on social media sites to get that buzz generated. Underclassmen and spring portraits, how about adding an augmented reality product just above your average underclass or spring package order? Say $5 just above last year's average order. Watch how many people jump to that level just to get AR, and you're going to watch your global average order for underclass or spring portraits go up $5. Non-buyer proofs. Everybody, I mean, if you're not doing non-buyer proofs for underclass, you need to. But imagine taking somebody that's not a buyer, showing them AR, and turning them into a buyer. Yearbooks, photo books, as you saw in the video. Imagine the future of yearbooks with this technology. Being able to embed those videos. My publisher, Shutterfly, all these photo book companies around the country, just think of the idea of taking a vacation or a photo book of your kids. Everybody shoots video from their iPhones and Android phones and whatnot, but nobody shares it. There's no real way to manage those videos. Well, now you can embed a video directly into a photo in a printed book. So 20 years from now, pull it off your album rack or your coffee table, shine your camera over it, and now you can see a video, hearing your kid's voice at the same time as seeing a picture of them. Graduation announcements, thank you notes, wedding stuff, just the list goes on and on. Okay, so let's talk about workflow, because I know that's a big thing, and I'll be done here shortly. 3 minutes. Okay, that's all I need. Basically, here's how the workflow works right now, and this is still in development. You would purchase bulk unregistered jump codes. You would either produce them yourself, if you're a vertical operation, or have your lab produce the products with the augmented reality codes on them. They would go back to you. In this case, you would upload the content that you wanted the customer to have. You ship it directly to the customer. They receive it. They view it with their web cameras, tablets, iPhones, whatever. They're happy. They love it. They share it on their social media sites. It opens up their circle of friends. They share it. They see it. They're like, I want one. I want one. And then you increase your bottom line. Okay, so let's do a quick recap here. The augmented reality, it's not a fad, it's not going anywhere. About 3 years ago, it was a fad. It was like, oh wow, pretty cool stuff, it's in gaming. You're going to start to see this stuff if you haven't already started to develop in the States. Pay attention to it, because it's definitely not going anywhere. The possibilities for a JumpSeat product are endless. You just got to wrap your arms around it. Just purchase blocks of unregistered codes and use them on anything that you want. Okay, real quick too, as I mentioned before, we are still in development, so if you are interested in learning more or following us, look us up, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and you can connect with me on LinkedIn as well for the latest development updates. Does anybody have any questions at all? Yes, sir. To see it? Great question. He asked if I recommend an iPad app to be able to see this stuff. Well, it's actually called JumpSeat. It's ours, and it's not on the market just yet, but that's going to be the one that you're going to want to do. Any other questions about it? Yep.
What was the longest length video you put on it?
Anything you want. It's an awesome question. Now, the question was, what's the longest video that you can create? You can create a video as any size. The only difference is depending upon if you're on a 3G or Wi-Fi connection, it'll take a little bit longer to load. Yes, sir.
Instead of video, can I embed a web page?
Yeah, you definitely can. The question was, can I embed a web page instead of a video? Yes, you can. It's imagine doing both. Like in that video that you saw where it was a wedding slideshow. So you basically, a bride and groom can now put AR on a thank you note, okay, going out to all their guests. And then you watch it, it pops up, and you can go to the website to order pictures. Yes, ma'am.
How much is each code?
That's a great question. The question was, how much is each code? It depends on what you're trying to do with it. If you're a studio and you're trying to use this for seniors, underclassmen, spring stuff, the more you buy on bulk codes, the cheaper it is. So I can't really directly answer that question until someone comes to me and says, we're trying to do this, and then I can give you a better idea. But I will say this, that if you're trying to do it in the underclassmen market, I assure you, you're going to increase sales with it, and it will be in the 20 cents range. So if you could take a non-buyer and turn it into a buyer for 20 cents, it makes sense to me.
One of the things, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. One of the